Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. It is time to conquer the Arcadion Cruiserweight tier. So let's speak with Yana. Souls under siege. Hey Arya, you're just the person I wanted to see. Cruiserweight matches have yet to begin, but Naomi and I have made some breakthroughs in our research about psychonecrosis. Come inside, we'll tell you what we've learned. Take me in, I have to walk in myself. Fine, be that way. Before diving into the details, perhaps a refresher is in order. It's a rather complicated affair, after all. You had barely been crowned champion of the light heavyweight division before our sister Eutrope challenged you. She was intent on claiming your soul as a means to cure psychonecrosis. The illness appears to afflict those who use feral souls to an excessive degree, those such as Arcadion fighters. We learned from Eutrope that the immortalized, who we thought lived in luxury in the upper levels, are actually dead, taken by the disease. Since that revelation, we've looked for alternate ways to cure psychonecrosis, and we finally had some news to share. It's all thanks to the uni. Like Eutrope, she has a sense for electrope technology. She's learned to do all sorts of things, like from tinkering on her own. Oh, Yana, don't give her the wrong idea. It's the people of Oblivion that we have to thank for our discoveries. I had attempted to access Everkeep's core systems for information on souls, you see. Unsurprisingly, I failed. What's more, an Oblivion member who was monitoring unauthorized access found me. She took me to task, scolding me to never again do something so reckless. When I explained our predicament, however, she kindly shared research data Oblivion had acquired from Orogenics. The data was quite difficult to parse, but I managed to find some relevant information. Namely, that the military was well aware of psychonecrosis, having also sought to utilize feral souls. Furthermore, they developed a method to identify the presence of the affliction. This brings us to our next move. Now that we're privy to this method, we know that we should use it to diagnose other fighters. They deserve to know if they're ill. It would be risky to alert them, wouldn't it? Yes, very. That's why we came to you before taking action. As Matem warned us, the President doesn't take kindly to those who get in his way. He'd be extremely unimpressed if we revealed the secrets to those you've yet to fight and caused our withdrawal. Of course, you're still liable to incur the President's ire by becoming Grand Champion and releasing all the souls in the repository, but we should avoid getting in his crosshairs for as long as we can. That's why I propose we approach only those fighters you've already bested, as they're barred from fighting for a time. It wouldn't have an immediate impact on the championship. There are still risks, however. Every time our fellow fighters use a feral soul, they bring themselves closer to psychonecrosis, including in the match against you. Which is why it's important we tell them the truth as soon as possible, so we can stop that from happening for good. Knowing what the illness has done to Eutrope feels nothing less than personal. To begin with, let's reveal the truth to Honey. Despite being rivals, we're actually quite close. Just a moment while I call her. She's busy as I expected, but can spare a moment for us. She's on her way here now. Oh boy, I had to bust out the honeybee lovely voice again. I was expecting to just go into cutscene, but yeah. No, I had to wait. So, what's this about then? I hope it's as urgent as you say it is. Besides, you're serious, aren't you? Could I be afflicted as well? There's a way to diagnose you. Regulators are designed to monitor the state of the wearer's soul. If we connect yours to a terminal, we can confirm whether there are signs of the disease. Please be at ease, Miss Honey. Your soul shows no signs of degradation. Truly? Oh, what a relief! I shouldn't imagine how I might be affected by such a dreadful disease. You're fine too, I suppose. You joined the Arcadion well after I did, after all. Well, I haven't gotten any symptoms yet. Yana was so eager to prove herself, she utilized feral souls numerous times when training. So when I examined her, we found that she is on the threshold of developing the disease. For mercy's sake, Yana, we're forbidden from training with feral souls. And knowing what I know now, I'd say it's because the president doesn't want us to die too early. It'd be bad for entertainment. At any rate, neither of us should use feral souls again, which means we can't fight in the Arcadion anymore. Alright then, I'll retire. Really? I wasn't expecting you to decide so quickly. While I've graced countless magazine covers and concert stages, I've never shined so brightly as when I fought in the ring, it's true. Everything I've done was so that I could be at bask in the adoration of the people. I couldn't do that if I were dead, now could I? So I'll look for another avenue to apply my talents, and you can be sure that I'll succeed, after all. I'm Honeybee Lovely, the brightest star in the sky. Now then, I'm scheduled to appear on the broadcast, so I must be on my way. Thanks for the warning, my dears. You're lifesavers. She really is something else, honey. Right, at least one other fighter. I'd like to inform. The brute bomber who you defeated to become light heavyweight champion. We're not exactly friends, but I won't abandon him either. He's not likely to answer when called, though, so we'll need to visit him at his home in residential radius 911. Here we are. Let's hope he's willing to hear us out. You're all so cute, I could eat you up! Why do they flock only to you? It's hardly fair. Well, these are my kittens. If you don't like it, you can go back to your woman. Rubs on the wound, will you? You know full well she left me. Come on, little ones, come to me. That man there is Eutrope's. I mean, that's the champion of the Cruiserweight division? I suppose it's a problem we can't reveal the truth with him here. The blazes are you doing here? You want to get your arses kicked? You are Arya, the unenhanced warrior, yes? The Howling Blade, at your service. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I hope we have the chance to meet in the ring soon. Pleasure's all mine. Unless you wonder, I do not make a habit of wearing a regulator. My parents didn't believe in using them. Yana and her sisters were raised with similar values, as I recall, before adapting at Eutrope's insistence. However, I still use a regulator in battle like every fighter, except you. I didn't know the two of you were friends. Surprised that a reviled heel like him and a beloved face like me get along. Truth is, we've known each other since childhood. We just can't seem to be rid of each other. We both couldn't fit into any of the jobs that were introduced to us and got up on to all manner of mischief together. We would have likely carried on like that if the president of the Ascension Arcadia hadn't come and taken us in. Though it isn't easy being a fighter, we felt like it was our calling. Believe it or not, he used to be so shy that he could hardly form a sentence. When he became the brute bomber, it was as if he was reborn. Shut up! They don't need to know that! Thinking back, we owe everything to the Arcadion. To the president. Now we do. Well, I've seen the kittens as I had intended, so I'll take my leave now. Till next time, Arya. So what do you want? There's something you need to know. Lies! The president would never! I had the results of the examination. I'm afraid his soul already shows signs of psychonecrosis. What? That's nonsense! As the soul is eaten away, it loses its connection to the body, leading to bouts of intense dizziness, the early symptoms of the disease. If left unchecked, the body will continue to weaken until... Arcadia means a lot to you, I know. It means a lot to me, too. But you need to retire. You're already ill. Until we can find a cure, the only way to prevent your condition from worsening is to stop fighting. Enough! I won't listen to any more of your nonsense. Get out of my sight! We've done what we could do. We've done what we could. It's up to him and what he does now. Let's go home. Nice. Shadowing? Anyway, not only Eutrope, but the Brute Bomber too. We need to find a cure as soon as we can. According to Eutrope, the remedy is an infusion of an extremely dense soul. That's why she targeted you. The data from Origenics seems to support this. Though it was only a hypothesis, the researchers believe reinforcement from a dense soul could be an effective treatment. But this isn't the solution we seek. We'll find another way. I'll scour an ocean of data if I have to. For all her searching, Eutrope could only find the one cure. Still, something about her actions doesn't sit right with me. The Eutrope I know wouldn't think to save herself at the cost of someone else's life. Can't help but feel she's hiding something. Oh? Alright. I understand. That was Matem. Cruiserweight matches are ready to begin, and he wants us to meet him in the green room. And best of luck with your next match, Miss Rinny, and please be safe. We've been awaiting your arrival, Arya. Allow me to show you to the green room. Alright. Here she is at last! Now the party can truly begin! That's better. This job room was begging for a touch of color. Love your work, by the way. A match with you is sure to be a font of inspiration. We're gonna get down, you and I. Oh, yes, we are. As you'll have surmised, they are your rivals in the Cruiserweight division, and I understand you're already acquainted with the champion? Given the situation in the realm, you may have doubts about fighting for the entertainment, but it's now, most of all, that the citizens are in need of a diversion to help them forget their cares. I'm counting on you to captivate the audience once more with a rousing combat and make the very walls of the Arcadion shake with excitement. The fighters in this division are characters too, but there's far more to them than their showmanship. As you already know, Cruiserweight fighters utilize more potent feral souls. Their attacks pack a heavier punch, so you'll need to brace yourself and be fully prepared. The Dancing King. Ready, are you? Good. Let the unstoppable upstarts Cruiserweight campaign begin. Right, let's take a look at your first opponent. The Verdant Reveler, Dancing Green. He's a shameless playboy who loves partying the night away in pubs and clubs. Even his Arcadian bouts he treats as parties where he's the center of attention. Using the soul of a terrible toad, he gains heightened physical prowess and seamlessly incorporates dance moves into combat. Victory will come down to how well you ride the rhythm. Your best bet might be to treat the fight as a party as well. Let yourself go with the flow. You might just be surprised by what follows. Now then, go and show that party animal you've got moves of your own and seize your first victory in the Cruiserweight division. AAC Cruiserweight M1 is now accessible.
He's young, he's stylish, and he knows all the moves! the soul of the party and the king of the dance floor, Dancing Green!
Alright, welcome to M5.
Are you ready to get down?
It's time to party.
The Upstarts Cruiserweight campaign begins.
So, he is gonna open up with a do the hustle.
Will the challenger be alright?
Why is he facing this way? Excuse me, tank.
Can you keep up with the rhythm?
And then he's gonna do a 2 snaps, which I think is always 2? I don't know. But you wanna make sure
We're just getting started.
after he does
Keep
however
grooving,
many he
baby.
says there. So this is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And
Dancing
twist.
Green is pulling out all the stops with each step.
Anyway, dual tank buster.
On the dance floor, everyone's a star.
Funky floor. So the floor is going to be rotating back and forth like so. So this is just going to be a lot of literally going back and forth right now.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Or, you know, that happens. Disco Infernal, regular, AoE.
Bask in the
sounds-
spotlight and burn, baby, burn.
It gives us the status effect burn, baby, burn.
An invitation to dance. How
And
will
also
the
some
challenger
basic
respond?
spotlights. So as they move into place here, you'll notice our timer is ticking down. You want to make sure you go into the spotlight, otherwise that happens. Anyways, it doesn't do a hustle, so just don't get hit by that. That's just the regular old Catherine cleave. And we're doing it again. This is just a stun for in the spotlight. Wasn't being hit by like everything. Celebrate good times. Another just AoE situation going on here.
Come on, show me
Where is
your
this tank
moves.
pointing the boss? It's not north-facing situation that's going on here. Anyways, this move that do the hustle, I think. He's gonna put these attacks across the arena. You just want to make sure you're in the right column. 4 snap twist. We have seen this already. 2, 3, 4, and switch. Celebrate good
Amazing, they
time.
clearly anticipated that attack.
And why does the tank keep coming back? Oh my gosh.
You're up, dancers.
Flipping it. Anyway, with his ensemble assemble, he comes on the positional.
Let's turn up the heat. Try to keep up now.
So we need to watch the dancers in the back.
The fever's taken hold. Can the
Entourage
Upstarts keep up with Dancing Green?
And you'll notice that they are pointing in different directions. So
Dance like there's no tomorrow.
that's just kind of indicating which side is going to be safe. This is going to be a whole lot of movement, right? Move, stay. Okay.
Let's finish with style.
And we're not going to get the perfect bonus because multiple people got hit here. I believe there's a perfect bonus.
Not bad, but I reckon you've got more in you.
If everyone successfully does that mechanic, then why is this pointing this way? Ah!
Back to it, dancers.
If everyone successfully does the mechanic, you get a limit break boost. Anyways, he's gonna summon these little moonwalking frogs, and this is going to get combined with personal little drops, like so. The tanks are just gonna sand each other, I guess. That was not the button I meant to hit, but we go with it.
Show us some electrifying
Anyways.
moves!
Funky Floor is back. We're just back and forth. I don't know why this tank keeps insisting on coming back here.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Celebrate good times. And kaboom. This tank is making me want to scream! Stop tiring the boss! Disco Infernal. This is gonna bring back Burn Baby Burn.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn!
Except this time, the frogs are back. So they're gonna go into the middle. And we're gonna have a 4-snap twist in the middle of this to
The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Alright, 2-snap twist, but the frogs this time are coming back. And I believe 3.
They're back on their feet! Let's see if they can stay standing!
Because it's not in the frogs. And it's in the spotlight. Oh, goodbye, cruel world. I love!
Take it away!
Live. I'm gonna thank
yeah, baby!
Earth
I feel the
reply for this moment. Anyways, the dancers are back. I always want an LB because I'm a healer. Anyways, Right's gonna stay first.
Dance like there's no tomorrow!
I remember it, so right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. Cool. We got there. And again, we're not going to get the LB bonus. It doesn't matter, we're full LB. But you personally get a damage boost.
What are you trying to do?
Which is
put the crowd to sleep?
Something. But yeah, if everyone does perfect, then LB
Come
boost.
on, show me your moves.
All right, ride the waves. That's what the move is called. No, someone else do. I'm just gonna chill here. I don't like going all the way in because I feel like I get to react better this way out, and then I do that anyway. Also, positionals are a thing back here.
We're just getting started. Keep grooving, baby.
4. Alright, cool. 4.
Ha! Effortlessly dodge.
Celebrate good times. We'll drop that down. My rotation is a disaster presently. It's fine. Let's go Infernal.
Bask in the spotlight and burn, baby, burn!
Can't LB right now, because that's about to happen, buddy. After this 2-snap twist, okay, well, 2, 3.
What power? Looks like someone isn't holding back.
Frogs are back. 2, 3, 4. Where are they going? Oh, middle's safe again. Whatever. Fight is won. Ugh. Fight is won.
KO! The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger.
what I wanted. I'm gonna calm that
It's all over.
stage.
Until next time.
Wanted this. I don't think I'm getting that, but we'll hope no one else wants the feat. Feat. Okay, no one else wanted the feat. We won with a 1. We won with a 1. Well fought, Arya. With this victory, you've proven yourself to be a force to be reckoned with in the Cruiserweight division. Sure, we'll take that. Art at war. Right then, let's ride the wave of this momentum towards our next victory. And here's your next opponent. A fighter who lives and breathes art. She uses the ring as her gallery. Sugar Riot. Before coming to the Arcadion, she was a graffiti artist, you see. Most of the graffiti you see in Solution 9 was either by her or by those imitating her style. By injecting herself with the soul of a deadly pudding, she's able to concoct special paint that can cause actual change to reality, even the ring itself. To her, fighting is a medium for her art, a means of expressing herself. Her imagination is boundless, and you have to take care not to be overwhelmed, staying calm no matter what she throws at you. If you can manage that, you'll surely overcome Sugar Riot and continue on your way to the top of the Cruiserweight division. AAC Cruiserweight M2, now accessible.
Is her studio and reality her canvas. She's a rebel with a cause who captivates all with her illusions. Sugar Riot!
Welcome to M6.
What inspiration will you give me, I wonder?
Welcome to I am going to cry. Oh, I'm gonna cry in this fight. So I'm the only melee cool.
Perhaps I'll draw this.
Anyway, she opens with an AoE. Shocking news, I know. And just gonna drop these bombs, and let's find our max melee position. Cause there's still a ton.
Sugar Riot brings her work to life.
Yeah. Anyway, she's gonna summon bombs, but this time they have wings. What do I want to do? Not really, but it's first. So yeah, the wing ones are going to fly across, and then she's gonna do arrows. This is safe. This is safe. Barely safe, but it was safe. We take those. Anyways, now there's an arrow target with a little target in the middle. Whatever way this a bullet is facing is where the arrows are going to spawn. So we we just want to make sure we are in a nice and safe spot. I think this always targets healers. I might be wrong, but anyways, we'll take a stack.
What's your favorite color?
Color Riot, being the dual tank buster, AoE ones.
An image comes to me. I hope you like
Now,
it.
someone
hot
literally
and
answered, which is like,
sandy.
what's your favorite color? And he's like, green. I'm like, oh, okay. Anyways, welcome to hell.
Goodness!
That's not
The ring
good
has
to
become a desert!
My rotation!
How about a little more sunshine?
Alright, so first up, it's fine. She's gonna put another layer on that's gonna put a heat debuff on us. It makes us take damage over time.
When I think desert, I think of these prickly fellows.
Next layer is gonna add cacti. I'm going to follow the tank.
Watch out! It's a veritable storm of needles!
Maybe. And we want to go this way. Oh shit. No. No.
There's something missing. Oh, I know.
Alright, something missing is going to be a pit.
Quicksand?
Oh.
You don't want to get caught in that!
Greg over here. My rotation's over now. And then she goes on another half of the arena. Okay, I was scared for my life. I stopped punching because I was like, I'm gonna heal. Anyways, Moose Amiral AoE as she changes the arena
What's your favorite color?
back. Tank Busters. Person's still answering as to what their favorite color is.
When you can't decide on one thing.
And now she's going to do multiple things. Arrows and that.
What do you think of this?
I was not in that somehow. I thought my toe was. Anyways, flying bombs. I think this is safe. I think. I'm really bad with the flying bombs. I don't know, something about their
I clearly
trajectories
anticipated that
misses.
attack.
No! What am I doing? I'm apparently deciding the hardest part of this fight is going to be me following a proper rotation.
What do you say to a refreshing river skin?
Fine. Not as bad as the desert.
A crystal clear river! How charming!
Anyways, first thing she's gonna do is do Taste of Thunder. She's gonna drop these. I'm not in range. And there's rotation. Again. Taste of Fire is gonna bring out healer stacks. We're already kinda in our stacks here, so that's cool. You wanna be in the water. You will die if you're not in the water. Moose Murrow, your roll. AoE again.
This is no good. It needs a touch of thunder, a dash of downpour.
Oh, and now the river's bad. River is now raging! Okay, let's do this, because I seem to
A
have a
thunderstorm has turned the waters muddy! How frightening!
I have it. Some destruction to facilitate deconstruction.
Alright. he is now going to summon up a big thunderhead right there.
Massive raging storm! I hope you brought your parasols.
And it is going to move twice, so we need to be on the move. It can move back to where it already was. Alright, kids doing exactly like that. I will LB after it is safe. Like now.
What power! Looks like someone isn't holding back.
That second tank moving off onto me as I'm trying to
When you can't decide on one thing.
Alright, bombs! Non-flying bombs. Less arrows. Here. Ow. I'm like, why am I not punching?
What do you think of this?
There was a melee spot. Flying plus regular bombs. Let's go here, I think. Yeah, I think I'm blinded multiple things that time. I am blood. And that's pretty much Sugar Riot. From this point, she will just be spamming water. Never actually goes back in the desert. Like, here's this desert scape. There we go. Thunder. Healer stacks. We've seen all of this before. Here we are just on repeat. Trying to. Thunderstorm with the muddy waters. That tank is like, whatever. They were good. They were better than, flipping her around everywhere. It's not bad on melee if you have a decent tank, but then I messed myself up. So yeah.
KO!
Yeah. No.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
Ooh, orchestra.
It's all over!
Okay!
Next
I
time.
guess I got the orchestra. I guess I got the orchestrion, I saw that and I'm like... and someone got a 98 apparently. Hold on, I need to... Where is it? Okay. I was not expecting to. That's something I'm just. You know what? Yep, that's the only guarantee. Well done, Arya. I knew you could do it. Your next match will be against the Cruiserweight champion himself, but seeing as we have a bit of time, there's something I'd like to tend to first. I want to tell Dancing Green and Sugar Riot about psychonecrosis and see if they've developed any symptoms. We have to save them too if we can. I have borrowed Nayuni's terminal, so we'll perform the examination here in this room. Rest assured, I have already checked for listening devices. The two should be here any moment now. So what's this about, baby? Are we having a party here? If that's the case, I'll excuse myself. I'm rather keen to give form to the inspiration you've given me. Well, I'm relieved to say you haven't manifested the disease yet. You're both dangerously close to doing so. Just one more feral soul injection could push you beyond the brink. It would be wise to stop fighting in the Arcadion. Whoa! Talk about the downer, baby! This is all very sudden, and I struggle to accept it, but for both you and Honey to retire, there must be truth to your words. It's no easy thing to retire, I know, but for your own safety, I guess that you give it careful consideration. I'm in my right mind, I'll retire. And this doesn't leave the room, but I've always struggled to play the part of dancing green. To maintain the persona of a party animal, I've had to spend night after night out in the town. When I'm not doing that, I'm practicing dance in the studio. It's utterly exhausting, soul-crushing. Push through it all because I didn't want to disappoint the fans, but this revelation sets me free. Dancing used to be my passion. Perhaps I can learn to love it again. I've always thought you were a genuine party animal, living only to revel. To think there was actually a burden on your shoulders. A ring has been my precious studio. How do you think I won't be able to step into it again? It was on the streets that I started playing Minecraft, and this revelation might be a sign telling me to get back to my roots. So I'll do just that. I'll go back to a time when the whole city was my studio, and its walls, my canvas. Truth be told, seeing you fight without a feral soul helped me realize that maybe it's alright just to be myself. I'm relieved. Thank you for listening. Well, we'd rather not die, of course, and it's you we have to thank for warning us. We're liable to attract suspicion if we stay here too long. We'll discuss when to break the news to management at a later time. Thankfully, those two have other places to employ their talents, like Honey. To the brute bomber and the Howling blade, however, the Arcadion is everything. It isn't easy for them to retire. This I know better than most, but it's a matter of life and death. Twisted Vengeance. In any case, our priority for now is to win the title match. Let's return to the gym and prepare. Oh, hold up. Naomi will be relieved to hear that both Dancing Green and Sugar Riot plan to retire. Come on, let's share the good news. Thank goodness you're here! We have an emergency! Look at this! Hand over all the feral souls you've got. This is unbelievable, folks! Just when we thought the brute bomber couldn't sink any lower, it seems he now intends to use unregulated feral souls, and several of them at once. Besides, the madman's gonna turn himself into the Abombinator! This is a violation of the rules! You'll be banned for this! Shut your bloody trap and get out of my way! Hey, unstoppable upstart, if you're watching this, come and find me at the demolition site on the 8th level. We're gonna fight again, and this time I'm gonna destroy you here. I'm going to destroy you. That idiot! Instead of listening to us, he goes and does this? The general public is unaware, but the doping tonic the Brute Bomber imbibes during his matches is actually a harmless prop he uses as part of his ring persona. That's why his matches continue even when he's disqualified. Using multiple feral souls at once, however, is expressly forbidden due to the extreme danger it poses. Doing so warps the flesh irreversibly. It turns into an abomination, as Mr. Matem said. And in the worst case, it will kill you. This is likely because it greatly accelerates the soul's degradation, leading to psychonecrosis. You went and told him about the disease, didn't you? Despite my warnings, you went and told him. I'm sorry, but we couldn't simply leave him to his fate. Well, he ended up taking the matter to the president, who naturally denied the existence of the disease, and naturally the Brute Bomber chose to believe him. That's not all. The president has sanctioned a grudge match between him and you, on the one condition. In order to stand a chance, he has to inject multiple feral souls for the fight. I made a great fuss on the broadcast about his use of unregulated feral souls, but it's all staged. Everything is according to the president's script. He wants to get rid of you, and he's using the Brute Bomber to do so. What? But the Brute Bomber is already exhibiting symptoms of psychonecrosis. This will kill him! I know. Tried to talk him out of it as well, but he refused to listen. For him, the president's orders are absolute. Make no mistake, the match will go ahead. Even should you ignore his challenge, the Brute Bomber will inject himself with his assembled feral souls and come for you. Besides, if you still intend to become Grand Champion and release all the souls in the Arcadian's repository, there's no way except through this fight. So prepare as best you can and then meet me at the Arcadion. I'll have the chauffeur take us to the venue. I'm coming too. I'm the one who caused all this by revealing the disease to the Brute Bomber. The least I can do is be there. Miss Daria, I have awaited your arrival. It will be my pleasure to escort you via air wheeler to the location of your match at the 8th level demolition site. All has been made ready. The broadcasting equipment is in place. And rest assured, the device for manifesting your allies is as well. Just say the word and we shall depart. Brute, stop this madness at once! You'll place your life in danger! Danger? Who do you think you're talking to? I'm the Vile Heat, the most heinous, most despised fighter in the history of the Arcadian. I fear nothing and spit on rules. I do whatever the hell I need to win. Wait! He's gone and done it! He's injected himself with several feral souls and transformed into a terrible, chimerical fiend! He's no longer the Brute Bomber, but the Brute Abombinator! Yana, we can't stay here. It's far too dangerous. But I can fight too. Where are you? Alright, I'm counting on you to knock some sense into the fool. AAC Cruiserweight M3 is now accessible.
He's back for revenge with a vengeance! The despicable fighter, formerly known as the Brute Bomber, the Brute Abombinator!
Welcome to a Brute
To take it
Abombinator.
outside, the Brute Abombinator means business.
He is gonna
Will
open
the
up with
unenhanced warrior be able to contend with this
AAOE.
chimerical foe?
the bludgeoning.
My word.
So
He's
gonna
used
do
his
that.
subtle powers to
Another one.
manifest a weapon.
And he prepares for the swing. We want to get out because he does a little AoE and it's combined
Oh, a brutal
with
blow! But the
I think
contender
that's
is standing by.
Anyways, 4 AoEs are going to drop, and they are going to have some spreading lines that are going to determine where our safe spots are. And it's going to summon pads. It's going to do its
Oh
stack.
dear! Fiendish Flora have
Because-
sprouted from the scattered seeds!
That. And we can't ignore the ads. Like, anyways, he does this. Get behind one.
Oh my!
Because
Even
that
the
is
cameras have been
gigantic
petrified,
gaze.
and now they're crashing down all around!
And alright, the stabbing. I mean the stabbing. This is the opposite of the other one. Where the fuck are they going? I'm trying to find where the tank's going. And this is a knockback, by the way. It doesn't say it is, but it's a knockback.
Boys
I want
are
to make
just
sure
rival flying! What
your
a
back
fearsome
is to the
strength.
flat floor. Sorry, I was like trying to min-max myself there.
Goodness me, the Brute Abominator is hanging on the building!
Alright, bludgeoning! Same thing, through the swing, mine, not with Tankbuster this time, but with the get out. Stabbing! Except this time, he... You can't just get close that.
He's bounding from wall to wall!
Flare marker on off tank, abominable blink. You can tell I still have to like kind of focus on these fights. Like, right, commentary needs to exist. Alright, another stabbing. I'm gonna attempt the uptime this time. Explosion. I didn't get the uptime for this route on the score explosion, but... Ow. Okay. Anyway. Power don't prep it to do anything big right now.
The rooftop has caved in! Such devastation!
This was not my intention. Oh, wait.
We'll send cameras in there at once. The destruction appears to have started a fire.
Yeah, no sound before. Anyways, now he's gonna summon both weapons at the same time. Score sack, again, and one weapon is gonna glow. Oh, as it's on there. And there's a lariat!
A lariat? The brute bomber must still be in there somewhere.
Anyway.
A punishing attack! Oh, the true power of this monstrous fusion.
There's a stack, fine. Hit the ads, we don't need to, but... Quarry swamp, get behind an ad.
What a thrilling battle this! And it rages on!
AoE, brutal impact, which is, you know, from his last fight. Bludgeoning! Again, love. In, out. Plus... Smash, AoE, stack. And Stoneringers. We'll put them back out. This is, I believe he always glows the right hand first. I might be off on that, but flashing lariat. The gloves are wearing off. Oh, I was in that. Zoe. No, I'm not trying to do my stuff.
What power! Looks like someone isn't holding back.
I think we've seen everything from here, right? Stabbing. Why do I call it stabbing? Blame my Criterion group. It just kind of happened one time. It was like, stabbing, no it's stabbing. No it's stabbing now. Doesn't matter. It's become
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Stone ringers. Yeah, I think, if I remember, it is always the right hand button first. Score sack. It's not always the right hand button first, okay. Anyways, this is the end. Spreads. And that's the Brute Abombinator.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
No happy celebration this time. So sorry.
It's all
So
over!
sorry. No!
Until next time.
I have to do the fight again! This is cruel and unusual punishment. Ah. Well, not yet, but I will need to do it again. Because I didn't get my job. It's no good. We're too late. Oh, those feral souls took their toll. The president had the broadcast cut the instant the match ended so as not to reveal the terrible side of his entertainment. He remains furious that you divulged information on psychonecrosis. I will do my best to appease him, but I fear little will come of my efforts. I never thought you'd be the first to go, old friend. Worry not. I will join you soon. He don't mean... I'm afraid so. Been suffering the same symptoms for a while now, but I didn't understand how serious they were until I overheard your conversation. I too have psychonecrosis. Your sister and I began experiencing bouts of dizziness at the same time, not long before she disappeared without a word. I realize now that she must have been searching for a way to fight her fate. But I chose to accept mine. You come from beyond the barrier, Arya. No doubt you find it unsettling that we use souls to cheat death. Having been raised without regulators, I felt much the same. To me, those who wore them lived a bland and numbing existence devoid of tension and excitement. My jobs arranged for me were tedious, and there was no way to escape this nation's dreary reality. But I finally found joy in the Arcadion. Being my fighting persona is everything to me, like it was for my friend. If the price for that is to die from psychonecrosis, I'll gladly pay it when the time comes. Come, little one. I won't cry. How can he accept death so readily? Damn it all! It doesn't have to be this way! Sorry, Arya. It's just all so frustrating. You did what you could, and I'm truly grateful. The President has wasted no time covering things up. After retrieving the brute bomber's body, the company announced he's chosen to retire with this defeat. So matches with the Arcadion will continue, but after a delay. It'll be a while before your Cruiserweight title fight. Say, I wonder when the Uni's gone. She wasn't here when I returned. Family matters. After what's happened, I can't help but feel worried. I'll see if I can locate the Uni via her terminal. What? She's outside Everkeep. She's never gone off without a word like this. Something isn't right. I'm sorry, Arya, but could Can you help me find her? The signal from her terminal suggests she's somewhere in East Yassilani. Hey, Gallowspeak, how's it going? I don't know why I was thinking the AAC would be up there. That train was run recently. According to the signal, Nauni should be in this area. Probably eaten by a Heshuala or something. Or Gallowspeak. Nauni, you have me so worried. What are you doing here? I'm sorry. Eutrope contacted me saying she needed to speak urgently. We're supposed to meet, but she hasn't come. Forgive me, Nauni. I didn't want to use you, but I had no other choice. Eutrope, please, don't do this! Too late! There's no going back. You won't back down? And neither will I! From the start, I thought it strange that you take another's life to save your own. But the truth is, you aren't trying to save yourself. No, you want to save the man you love. Not only him, every fighter in the heavyweight division suffers from psychonecrosis. Even so, they continue to trust the president. He saved them all in some way, helping them during dark times in their lives. The Howling Blade, Ritsara, is no different. He'd choose to remain at the Arcadion rather than be with me. That's why I decided to act alone. If my friends were determined to fight until they died, then I'd find a cure no matter the cost. Ugh. Oh no, not you too! You only warned me that this might happen, but I had to stop you. Honestly, I don't know what to do with the pair of you. Nauni. Sorry, Nauni. There's no more need to fight. I think we can save everyone. A treatment for psychonecrosis that doesn't require Ariasol. I believe I found it. What? I scoured all the data. There was no such thing. You looked at the data in the Arcadian's archives, I believe. But thanks to the people at Oblivion, I was able to gain access to the military's research logs. And there I came across something called the regeneration factor. Regeneration factor? What's that? When one is ill or injured, the body naturally attempts to repair itself, yes? The regeneration factor is the force stimulating that recovery as part of life's design. Apparently, Limblom scientists have developed a stimulant to enhance their soldiers' regeneration factor. This is what we need. But that was centuries ago. Does the stimulant even still exist? As a matter of fact, it was clearly indicated in the report that its formula has been determined. Problem is, the formula itself wasn't mentioned. We'll need to investigate further. For this, we'll need your help, Eutrope. For what I've done, I don't expect you to forgive me. But I mean it when I say I'm truly sorry. Eutrope! She's only fainted, thank goodness. We'd best take her home so she can rest. Eutrope's resting upstairs. Her psychonecrosis is quite severe, so she needs to stay still until we can treat her. You should worry about yourself too, Iana. You've manifested the illness now. I'm sorry, Naomi, but I just couldn't stand there and let Eutrope harm Arya. I could have stopped her myself, you know. That's true. Given that Eutrope has become weaker, you probably could have fended her off alone. I didn't need to intervene. You seem to be fine for the moment, but if you feel the least bit unusual, you have to let us know, alright? Now, even as we work on the cure, matches at the Arcadion will continue. That being the case, we should also continue trying to convince fighters to retire. First being the Howling Blade, your next opponent. We have to save him, for Eutrope's sake, not least of all. But how can we convince him when he's determined to fight until he dies? And so it happens that I have a plan. We'll confront him on the broadcast and challenge him to a wager. Whoever loses that title match will be forced to retire from competition. So we put on a public show to generate excitement, just like they do with the Arcadion. Exactly! With the people's eyes on him, the Cruiserweight champion would be hard-pressed to refuse. And once everyone starts talking about it, even the president would have to let it go ahead. But how will we do the broadcast? We haven't heard from Atem for a while now, and the Arcadion wouldn't cooperate with us. We'll ask Honey for help. She hosts a broadcast of her own watched by countless viewers. We'll use it to ensnare the wolf. I'll contact Honey right now. And she's on board. We're gonna lie in wait at Mosaic. That's where the Howling Blade is known to unwind before his matches. When he appears, issue your challenge and do whatever it takes to get him to accept it. I'll stay here and look after Eutrope. Best of luck to you. Ah, there you are. Now that all the performers are in place, it's time to steal the audiences. Begin our broadcast. Hello, my obedient little bees. It's me, Honeybee Lovely, with a special edition of the something of the show. Today we have a pair of very distinguished guests, the fabulously fierce Black Cat and the unstoppable upstart Arya. And goodness, do they have a surprise for Arya's next opponent, the valiant Howling Blade. Huh? What's this about now? Arya wants to say something to you. The loser of our match has to retire. You have taken me aback, I must say. The notion that I would lose is laughable. Even if I should, I have no intention of retiring. Is the whimpering wolf afraid of losing? You're naive if you think I'll play into your hands. That's weak for a champion if you ask me. I'll bet he's really just afraid to lose. He clearly has no confidence. You're a champion, so act like one. Accept the bloody challenge. So this was their plan. At this rate, my reputation will be in tatters. Fighting is everything to me. If you're demanding that I wager my purpose in life, it's only fair that you do the same. So tell me, what gives your life meaning? Exploring new lands. I see. Having come from beyond the barrier, you know a world without boundaries and find joy in discovery. Something I struggle to imagine. In any case, if that is what gives your life meaning, then that is what you must give up should you lose. If you agree, then we have a wager. Did you hear that, dear viewers? For their hotly anticipated clash, the two rivals are wagering their very purpose in life. This is not a match you can afford to miss. Well, we managed to pull it off, and it was no small part thanks to the nearby customers. Did we do well, Miss Honey? Oh, yes, you did extremely well. Thank you all so much for your help. So that's how it is. You really are something else. Well, the rest is up to you. For everyone's sake and Brute's memory, see to it that you send the Howling Blade into retirement. Right, all that's left is the win. Come, let's head to the green room. This is it, Arya, the Cruiserweight title match. Let's seize victory and continue on our mission. The Lone Wolf. The Howling Blade is a worthy champion, but again and again, you've cut through the competition. I'm confident you'll do the same this time. Right, let's take a closer look at your opponent. The Lone Wolf of the Arcadion, the Howling Blade. Before becoming a fighter, he was a hunter known for his unparalleled skill with the blade. Riot ultimately reached the president who recruited him to the Ascension Arcadion. Owing to his clean looks, he was immediately embraced as a babyface fighter, and he dazzles the crowd with his fantastical ring and blade of pulsating light. With the soul of Fenrir, a legendary wolf, he's able to unleash lashes that are as devastating as they are fast. You'll need to stay on your toes at all times. Now, march into the wolf's den, Arya, and show him that you're no mere prey. AAC Cruiserweight M4 is now accessible.
blade work and preternatural agility. He's the apex predator of the Cruiserweight division, the Howling Blade!
Hold up.
Let's begin, shall
Okay, we're just going right in. Welcome to Howling Blade.
Defeat the wolf in his own lair.
Oh, apparently the Pixelmancer is just tanking.
Cleave!
Whoa.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Alright, anyway.
Such speed, it's as if it's
I could optimize this, but I'm not going to. It requires a lot of dashes to optimize that.
Well done.
Alright. I'll try it this time. So anyways, he makes 3 little clones of himself. Oh, it's easy when he does this way. He does Wolf's Rain to dash across, and then he does a clonal cleave across the room. And stuck. Dang, I'm trying to turn, and you're like, ooh, turn. I'm like, yes.
I do like toying with my prey.
Pointing north. And then he turns. We're doing this again. Anyways, so it's 4 clones here. Each going to do a cleave, half room cleave. And we just want to follow it around. That was not what I want to do that in.
Can't you fend off a pack of wolves?
When it goes in these weird little ghost clones, just stand behind one. It's a safe spot.
Fly true! The earth is mine to command!
Line attacks here. And Earth's mine to command. He's gonna put little AoEs under people.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Hack, he's gonna summon out 2 ads here? Yeah, 2 ads. Wolf of Stone and Wolf of Wind. Tank's gonna want to actually take these together, since he is charging. And there's gonna be a whole lot of things happening here. I pretty much want everyone stacked there. At least, you know, most everyone. Yeah, start hitting. I guess it's closer. Spread. What? I was not in that line. It wouldn't be Howling Blade without that, honestly. Oh, and we failed, so cool.
Bear my biting wings!
Let's go off. For max damage. Would it be Howling Blade without mess?
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
AoE! Let's try this again. Maybe I can complicate it slightly better. Tank, stack, line, cleave. That was a lot of things. at once, yes. Summoning
I
the
wonder if you
three
can keep up.
guys.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Dash across. Cleave. Or cone. Not cleave, cone.
A stylish evasion, well done.
Close rain again. Go dashes. They can use some monk things, okay? Center and stack. I do not have.
I do like toying with my prey.
Midnight. Yes. Tap room cleave. Rotation. Yeah, it's here. Okay.
Can you fend off a pack of wolves?
Clones. Stand behind one. Center. Their fangs.
Fly true! The earth is mine to command!
Combined with the chasing little puddles. Rude. One's hard right now. Arr.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Stone again. See if it's not correct. Should be a stack next, I believe. Okay. Well, that helps. Less lines going out. I should do, no, I should not do that.
Bear my biting wings!
Looks familiar, doesn't it? Except this time. It doesn't kill us.
Still you stand. How delightful!
Oh god, my timers. My timers! Anyways, he's faster now. Hope you've learned all the attacks because he's doing them a lot faster this time. And dash. Leave, but this time there's two heads! Because those heads that were in the hat phase.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Anyways, you like columns, right?
Where did that colossal
they're
thing
here.
come from?
No, that was bad.
He's put the Colossus to the sword.
Here I think is safe? Yes. Safe, I think. Back there, we're safe. Yeah. Tank line cleave stack. Tank stack cleave. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
But they're not out of the fight yet.
Their fangs. These are the lines. In and out. And now he's also combining it with that.
You're mine!
Anyways, heads are back. Really needs to move. Alright, Dad will chase, but he's going to do the lines first. And because the arena is also smaller now. Oh yeah, also this gets me every single time. But he summons the green heads back. Oh, that's on me. I guess I need to stop moving. Why is our black mage just sitting there?
Try this!
Alright. Half room, please. Again, everything is faster, so just move.
Oh no! That was too much for the challenger!
Plus that. Our black mage is literally just sitting there now. So the chasing underneath the feet. Suit. Multi-hit stack. Yeah, black mage is now just not responding. Tank, stack, cleave. Yeah, I guess it's not ideal. Anyways, Wolf's Rain. I feel like now that he's in this phase, I use less dashes. Heads. Don't be in their line. Hard to find a spot to actually, LB in this fight. Okay, back here is safe this time. I did it. Okay. There's been no spot to LB, but sure, Meteor. Spot, but let's see. Lines are back. Little screen is back.
You're mine.
And that's Howling Blade.
The match is decided! Victory goes to the challenger!
AAC Cruiserweight tier complete. Let's try and get the glasses.
It's all over.
An accessory. Yeah. Hooray, I got the accessory thing. You did it! You really did it! You're amazing, you know that? You are simply too strong for me. I gave my word and intend to keep it. I will retire from fighting. With this, I have escaped imminent death, but I've also lost my purpose in life. Tell me, what am I to do with myself now? I truly do not know. There's still battles you can fight. Help us oppose the president. The president sacrificed the lives of countless fighters for the sake of entertainment, and as good as killed my friend. He should be stopped. I know. But as I said before, we owe everything to him. That's why we continue to fight willingly, even if it meant dying from our illness. You fool! You can't tell me that the brute bomber went willingly to his death, and there are people who care for you even if you don't seem to care for yourself. All this time, Eutrope's been fighting alone to try and save you! What? She vanished without a word soon after we developed symptoms of psychonecrosis. Searched and I searched, and I could find no trace of her. I was more shocked than anyone when she suddenly showed up and challenged Arya. Seeing how strong she still was, I assumed that her symptoms had abated, and she decided to resume fighting. Let me make it crystal clear. You've been using your debt to the president as an excuse not to face the bitter truth. And in doing so, you've lost sight of those dearest to you. It was in order to save you that Eutrope went after Arya for her soul. So that was the only way she could be with you, who could see no life outside the Arcadion. I have no words. You're right about everything. Choices I've made have been out of fear that I would no longer be the Howling Blade. That's why I did nothing to stop my friend, even though I knew he was going to his death. Forgive me, Hector. I should have tried to save you like they did. Thank you for bringing me to my senses. The president hasn't enough harm. I will help you to stop him. It's hard to count the Howling Blade himself as our ally. The Howling Blade is no more. From now on, it's simply Retsara. Let's continue talking at my gym. Eutrope and the Uni are there, and they'd be happy to see you. Understood. There's one matter I need to attend to, so I'll meet you there shortly. Pets are forbidden where I live, so I was hoping you could look after these little ones. Would be glad to. Naomi has been wanting to adopt a cat for a while now. She must be upstairs with Eutrope. Well, go and see how they are. May I come too? Of course, you and Eutrope have a lot of catching up to do, I expect. We have a situation. Naomi and Eutrope are gone. Naomi wouldn't take Eutrope outside in their current state, and her terminal was left on the bed. Something's happened to them. Arya, the unenhanced warrior, for your contributions to the excitement provided by the Ascension Arcadia, you have my utmost esteem. Voice. It's the president. However, I cannot suffer anyone to rewrite my script. And so, as a safeguard against further deviations, I've taken Eutrope and Uni into my care. After some coaxing, Matem divulged to me that he wished to cure psychonecrosis. It just so happens I know we can find the stimule you seek. The drop of life, it is called. What do you want from us? Two simple things. Arya must continue fighting at the Arcadion, and you must never again meddle with my script. Nothing needs to change otherwise. If you become a Grand Champion, Arya, our sole repository will be at your disposal. I'll even disclose the location of the drop of life. That is all. I look forward to seeing your exploits at the pinnacle of the Ascension Arcadia Championship, the heavyweight division. So the prison was a step ahead of us. One wrong move and Eutrope and Uni will come to harm. It seems we have no choice but to place our hopes in Arya. That's a lot of pressure? I'm sorry to make you bear such a heavy burden. As your second, I'll do my best to bear it with you. As will I. I won't turn a blind eye to the President's depraved actions any longer. Never again will I let anyone be taken from me. Taken away from me. Meow. Out in front of. Sorry, I'll be fine. As long as we do what the President says, no harm should come to my sisters. Now, ahead of your campaign to become Grand Champion, I want you to prepare as best you can in your own way. Whether you train to hone your skills or rest to recover your strength, see to it you're ready for your next fight. I'm truly sorry to place so much on your shoulders, but you're the only one we can depend on. Please come and find me here when it's time for heavyweight matches to begin. And well, that wraps up the Arcadion. Oh, that's a little cute graffiti there. What's with the no Amelja one? But recount the cruiserweights here. If you have a moment, I would love to hear your first-hand account of your cruiserweight matches. You impressed tremendously as before, overcoming one veteran fighter after the next to become champion. My hands were clammy with sweat as I watched your encounter with the brute Abombinator, and to remember your triumph over the Howling blade sent a shiver down my spine. Even so, my experiences as a spectator cannot compare to those you lived, and I yearn to hear the visceral particulars from you. Pray spare no detail. Your words have stoked the fires of my imagination. Yes, I believe I can produce evocative new cartoons that pale not even next to Sugar Riot's works. For instance, what if your dance battle against a dancing green had reached a higher fever pitch? Or if the rambunctious Sugar Riot had allowed their art to run rampant, bringing works out of this world to life. Yeah. And if the brute Abominator's savage onslaught had become savager still, what manner of hellscape might he have created? Finally, will the Howling blade remain standing to unleash the full might of Fenrir? Yeah. Oh yes, I dare say the next chapter of the Chronicles of the Unstoppable Upstart will be a bestseller as well. Thank you for taking the time to share your account with me. I look forward to witnessing your future exploits and hearing about them from you as well, of course. AAC Cruiserweight Savage is now accessible. So, on that note, we are good with Arcadion for this patch. There's one nearby, right? I think. Am I just going the wrong way? Is there not one this way? Am I crazy? I want a fitting background. Yen. Not this way, is it? Kind of rude, TBH. Squirrel. Squirrel. Gimme cat. It's not for no particular reason. Thank you for watching. No particular reason to be here. But yeah, thank you for watching. That was Arcadion Cruiserweight. Whew. These raid ones are always long. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe, maybe click the bell for notifications. Also be sure to check out the description below. Various links, social media, Discord, come hang out, get notifications there as well. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye! Still probably won't do Savage, but, you know, Yan. Bye!